Is your mind constantly telling you something? Do you feel restless always? You don't know how to overcome any feeling? Do you feel that you have to distract yourself? Does your mind warn you before you start taking any action? If you're that person who's constantly distracted, restless, and always angry, watch the story till the end and learn how to stop your mind's chatter. Before I continue with the story, I have an appeal to make. Please support my channel by subscribing and sharing. This is my small endeavor to bring a change in people's lives. If this story is helping even one person deal with mental health, I know I have made a difference. Many people all over the world are dealing with mental health issues. Let us help them through stories. As the stories they are telling in their head is not helping them. So let us help them by sharing new stories so they can think, pause, and tell better stories for themselves. Those stories which help them deal with this. What will happen if you share? I know you and I would have made a contribution to make this earth a better place. Thank you so much. Lots of love, peace, and happiness to you all. You want to hear this story of how to stop your mind's chatter? An artist once came to a king who was a great admirer of art and said, "O king, if you give me a blank wall in your palace, I can create a spectacular painting on it." Just then, another young man who was present there said to the king, "Your Majesty, please allow me to work on the opposite wall as well. I'm an artist too." The king asked the young man, "What would you like to make?" The man said, "I shall make an exact replica of the painting that the other artist makes on the wall opposite to mine, and I shall do so without even looking at his work. I would request you to place a thick curtain between the two walls so that neither of us can see the other's work, and also have guards to make sure there's no cheating." Everyone in the court, including the king, was intrigued, and the king decided to give both artists the opportunity to show their talent. The following day, a thick curtain was put in place and both the artists started their work. The first artist bought paints and oil and brushes that he worked with. Second artist worked with simply a cloth on a bucket of water. After a month, the first artist told the king that his work was complete. And when the king asked the second artist when would his work be done, the young man replied that he was done. The king came to the palace to see the first artist. He was stunned by the spectacular painting and gave the artist hefty sum as a reward. He then asked for the curtain to be opened up. He saw the work of the second artist. Was he able to meet up with the challenge of creating the exact same painting without even looking at it? Lo and behold, on the opposite wall was an exact replica of the painting. Every single line and every single color, every minor detail was exactly as it was on the first wall. The king rewarded this man with double the amount of money. But being amused, wanted to know his feat. Not a single stroke was out of place. The second artist replied, "It was very simple, Your Majesty. I just polished the marble wall every day until it shone like a mirror to reflect the painting on the opposite wall." Often, people come up to me and complain that they lack confidence, that they don't think they have any talent, and they lack motivation. I tell them that these are all a part of you. The hard work is cleaning the wall of your mind. In a way, that's what's hidden deep within you. Your talent, your positivity, your confidence, your goodness is reflected in your mind and thus in your actions. And then you can indeed achieve something spectacular in life. Don't they say that the soul knows how to heal itself? The challenge is to silence the mind. And one of the ways to silence the mind's negative chatter is to sometimes ignore a little child who gets just a little hurt, starts to cry aloud. If the mother pays attention to the child cries louder. But if she knows the child is doing well, there's nothing serious, the child's crying slowly dies down. Exactly in the same way, if we pay attention to the negative chatter of the mind, it gets louder. But if we try to ignore it, it slowly dies down. So, how does one ignore the chatter? By absorbing the mind in positive energy, reading, hearing or watching positive stuff, hanging out with positive people, and then the mind becomes slowly cleansed and it reveals the beautiful painting within you. And the same thing will be reflected onto you. I have shared a video on how to recognize your talents previously. If you haven't watched till now, watch it now. I am sharing the link in the I button. This is Life Stories. Thank you for watching.